As I was talking to God one forgotten night, I remembered something He had told me long ago, back in the Baskervilles when I was running with the hounds. He said, look to the girl in the black portrait. Look at her and see what beauty she holds. Nigh is the night, nay is the way. Darkness, total darkness. Silence echoes, 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 echoes. The combination, the conversation not said, is the only thing that sounds like reality at this point. The fornication with this life is getting old. There is no pleasure in weakness, and the joy of strength dissipates so fastly. I see her trying to uphold herself. She holds on to her moves of youth as her pastel shape is intriguing and at the same time exciting. But on the other hand, she has a scared glance in her face when I look at her. She smiles towards others and runs away. For me, she does not know. I see her in her rebellious self cries out. She's shattered and fractured. She's as if she was a portrait that was painted on a stained glass window long ago, which had lost its elegance and fell under the arch, only to be framed, to be ornamental art in a plastic house full of credit lines, dead lines, and feeble minds. He looks to her. He was blinded, but he regains sight. As he looks, he wonders, why is she afar? She used to be so close to his heart. Now she only looks at him from a statuesque pose, asking why. Murder in the city, shooting on the street, garbage going through the roof, eating the earth, competing with God, man-made eternity. It will be over when man has his will, not when God comes back and reveals the punishment. For nigh is the way. We haven't even touched the punishment yet of this culture. People are so predisposed to evilness. They swear we're paying for our sins. But I tell them, no, the price you see paid now is not the punishment for your sin. It is only the sin that is getting worse. At some point the blood will flow. At some point the night will return. No civilization lasts forever. The worst invention in man's history was the inner city, where everybody's dark secrets were revealed. Everybody held them in. But everyone knew what was on everyone else's mind. They watched you. They watched you. They watched you looking for your weakness, seeing what you'd alibi yourself with, what motives you would dare play with, and asked themselves. As we patiently wait, people get tired of waiting. They're like, if you're going to bring heaven to us, give it to us now. The Martin way, yes, the Martin way. Martinly melting away everything that took billions of years to make. We sacrifice all other things for ourselves. but for us to pay the price. That's quite different, isn't it? If you had to look at your own children and say, he's the next in line to die, he is the next sacrifice. Hard to do. But when you look at others, it's easy to sacrifice their children, or sacrifice their tribe, or make them pay taxes, or let them do the work as we reap the benefits. But when it is on you, then it's quite different. One day we had glory back on the early Sunday when Christ was resurrected and ascended back to the throne, sitting on the right hand of the Father. But what about the left hand that goes unmentioned? Does not God use the left as well as the right? Mittel, martyr, 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 martyr. M stands for murder, carnivorous, isolationist, escapist, looking for the next fix. Look at the red rose that grows into a tree, and remember the blood that came not only from you but also from me. River washing us away as our sin goes downstream towards the sea, feeding any shock of fish, the nutrients of every wish, of every desire, of every poem ever lyricked, of every song ever sung, of every book ever written, from every light of the sun, moon, moon child, man of the moon, lunar, feminine, shapely, round, white, stars, bright, shooting, foaming. The top of man's desires was fulfilled through a box, an idiot box, something to amuse children and feed their minds. Suicide, homicides, art refined, diluted, polluted, city cancerous, sacrifice prayer, rabbiters, tricks bunnies, Hugh Hefner, Courtney Love, Lindsay Lohan, publicity, scandal, liabilities, debts to pay, cloudy days, winter ways, hiding places, absolution from sin, for some, not all, selective persecution, prosecution. The prosecutors shall be violated, the candles lit at night, blown out before the house burns down. Headache, headache alleviator, Aleve, Motrin, Midol. Is it that time again? A chain, a vow, something close to your heart. Tone, static feedback. Pastel paisley, to have an open mind. Have an open mind to watch them climb over you. Killing fizz. Starvation only to be burnt. Prayer, unwanted prayers. Paying over and over and over and over for the same sin, Adam. Seduced by Eve. Playing serpent, King David. Calling to the natives, savages, change your ways. Giving to the needy as they take and take and take, never having conscience.